Next topic we have is combining and splitting files. You could combine multiple files into one, and you could you could split one file into multiple files. Like just an example right here, when you cat it 4 or 3 files, you could output of all those files into a 4th file, which is, you call it file 4. So what will happen is whatever is inside, whatever the contents of those files 1, 2, 3, they will be combined and they will be pushed out toward file 4. So that's how you combine it. So how do you split it, and why do we need to split it? Okay, well, there are certain times when you do have big, huge files, and you do need to either compress it. If the compressing is not an option, then what you could do is you could split it, meaning you chop that file into different files. And the reason you do that is because sometimes you have to send files across one computer to another, or to a third-party vendor, or if it's a log file that they have to check, and it's huge. So the only way to do, and your only friend is out there, is the split. So you split it, chop it, whichever the number of files that you want to do, and boom, you will have it. So let's look at this file that we have, and we will create some files. And in this example, you see I have a file, and I'm splitting the file in 300 lines per file and putting it into a file called child file. Let's look at our Linux machine, and I will explain it to you much better while we are doing it through the command line. Okay, this is our Linux terminal, which you guys are very familiar with. Okay, we are in our home directory. Just confirm that, so we don't have to put all the practice files or the stuffs that are not belong to other directories. So we know we are in the right directory. Now I want you to create a file. Let's call it countries, or continents, or let's call it countries. That's fine. The file is created, and I am using VI. So the first line I'm going to create is England. This is just a country. Second one is USA. Third one is Canada, and so on. But if you don't know how to use VI at this point, you will be learning VI later on, but if you don't know how to use VI at this point, so what you could do is echo. Let's remove the countries file, then do echo, put USA into countries, cat it, and you will see, yes, it's there. Next one, you put an echo UK, and you output with 2 redirects to countries. Make sure it's there. Yes, we have 2 countries. We will keep doing that until we have some text in it. So UK, UAE, and Canada, and France, and Switzerland, and we'll stop here, Japan. So just do that. Confirm that you have all those contents in there. So right now, how many lines do we have? We have 7. So I'm gonna split them into split, and just check the option is -L. I'm gonna split 2 lines each of countries, and I'm gonna put them in a file called separate, just sep, and I'm gonna hit enter. Now let's see what we have. So you see, automatically Linux knows that once I'm going to create file sep, of course I requested to create 2 in each file. It has automatically appended with names like A, B, AC, AD. So let's look at what's in our AA file. We have USA and UK, AB, UAE and Canada, AC, France and Switzerland, and the last one is Japan. Okay, so every file has 2 entries. Why we don't have 2 entries in the last file? Think about it. I'm gonna give you a couple of seconds. Okay, I hope you guessed it right, because we do not have, if you go to countries file, we do not have the exact numbers, meaning we do not have 8 lines. So that's why it took the first 2, put it in one. First 2, second file, first 2, third file. And since we didn't have anyone, Japan was the only one left alone. Sorry, Japan. And that's why it went just into one line to that file. That's how combining file and splitting files work. This is a helpful tool when you have to split large, long, huge files and you have to transfer from one computer to another.